One of the most common questions we get asked here at Zach White is, how do I size a belt? I buy a belt, how do I size it for the customer? Seems simple, but it's not for everybody. What we usually tell them as a rule of thumb is you always go one size larger than your pant size. If you wear a size 38 pants, then you do a size 40 belt. The reason for that is your pants go around you, your belt goes around you and your pants. So you got to accommodate for that a little bit. There is an exception to that though. If you was going to be wearing a decorative buckle, that adds that extra size right there. The 2 inches is added to that. So if you was going to wear a decorative buckle like this trophy buckle with your belt, you wore a 38 pants, you would cut it 38. But for our purposes right here, we're going to use just a standard belt buckle. And we got a tape measure laying here. We're going to measure from the end of the leather, the end of the buckle slot, not the buckle itself, but the end of the leather that we're cutting. And we measure over 38 inches. All right, being this is going to be a size 38 belt and wearing a regular buckle, we add that extra size. So now it becomes a 40, size 40. I'm going to put a dot right there on the leather where that size 40 is. Now, there is no standard measurement that used for belt holes or the end of the belt. What we do here, we like to put 6 holes in a belt, spaced 1 inch apart. Some people put 7, some people put 5. Some people may do 3/4 inch. We use 1 inch. I think it's more standard, I think it's more practical. And for the end of the belt hole, the very last one here, or the first one, whichever way you're looking at it, is about 3.5 inches to the end of the belt. So we put 6 holes and add another 3.5 inches to the belt. So with our little dot right here, I've made a template, and if you're sizing belts, a template is a good idea to go ahead and make you one, push the holes in it, cut the end off. That way you got something you can lay down. And our sizing, we go from not the center hole, but the 4th hole back. That gives you 2 holes behind and 3 holes in front that you can use for adjustment. So we put a little mark on that hole right there. So I put that template right here, right over the dot that we put in our belt. And then we take this awl here, or anything to mark it, and we put a little dot on the leather where the holes go. And then also mark the end of the belt where we're going to cut it off at. Very simple. You'd be surprised how many people size a belt wrong, but this is the best way to do it. So you've got 2 holes behind, 3 holes in front. You've got a room for about 5 inches of adjustment. Okay, and we're going to take this belt and we're going to move it right over here to our slab. Okay, now we've got a good heavy piece of neoprene right here, about a 1/2 inch thick, and it's laid on top of a polished granite slab. And that's sitting on top of a good solid work table. When you're punching holes in leather, first, it's extremely important to cut into a type of rubber or some type of neoprene so you won't damage your cutting tool. But it's also important to set that piece of rubber on top of a good solid surface. Granite works better. If you're just going to set it on a piece of wood, you get a little bit of vibration. I don't care how sturdy that wood is. It's better to have it on top of a good thick piece of marble. You'll get a much better even stroke from cutting your holes. We like to use a number 6 punch. It's a 3/16 punch hole diameter. That's a good size for a work belt. It's big enough to accommodate a trophy buckle if you're going to use that. So to punch in our holes, there again we use a number 6 punch. I always use a rawhide mallet or rawhide maul if you're going to be punching your holes to save your tools. So we go right over the mark that we punched. And see how simple that goes in, or how easy it goes in. It was a little bit harder if it was sitting on top of wood, but being it's on this marble slab, these holes punch very easily. All right, we got our 6 holes punched. Then we got an end punch. We sell Zach's end punches, we sell Osborne end punches, and we sell them also by Tandy. So we got 3 different choices you can use. This is an old one that we've used here for years, but it still works very well. And take our belt, lay our end punch down, and whack it off. Boom. That's all it is to it. We have sized our belt. Now we can take our black dye and with a dauber and black the ends of the belt. But our belt is sized for a 38 waist, and it'll fit somebody with a 40 waist or a 36 waist. So we got a little variance there in the holes. But that right there is a simple way to size a belt. Just remember, 6 holes, 1 inch apart, 3.5 inches from the end. Use a number 6 hole punch.